A Globe and Mail story today had some very concerning news about the Liberals' immigration process in Canada. So this story today appeared in the Globe and Mail, and the headline is this: thousands of foreigners' criminal convictions forgiven by Ottawa over 11-year span, raising transparency concerns. So really what the story is saying is that the Liberals they knowingly allowed over 17,000 people into Canada that were criminals, that they had criminal convictions, yet they allowed them into Canada anyways. Now think about this for a second. Why? Why would the Liberals do this? That's a question that I asked. I'm quoted in the story as well too. The Liberals, it's even worse. They won't tell Canadians, they won't tell you what these charges were, who these people were, why they decided to allow them into Canada, even though they had criminal convictions. This is information that they're withholding from you. Now, this is a very damaging thing for several reasons. First of all, I hear over and over again in my office and across the country that there are many concerns that Canadians have about the integrity of the immigration system run by the Liberals. There are a lot of concerns about vetting. There have been high-profile cases of people who have been allowed into the country by the Liberals who have had very sketchy pasts. For example, there was a case recently where someone had actually posted videos with, I believe it was ISIS or supporting ISIS, and then went on to be arrested, but they had been allowed into the country anyway. So there's questions about vetting. This story underscores that point even more, right? Why are the Liberals knowingly allowing criminals into the country? And more importantly, why aren't they telling anybody about what criteria that they're using? So this is a super concerning story. We know that there have been, just a massive amount of applications that have been approved for people to come into Canada over the last several years. The Liberals have really juiced immigration numbers, the highest virtually ever in a peacetime situation. There are a lot of concerns, of course we understand that it's not the fault of people who want to come to Canada, right? But it is the fault of the Liberal government for running a system that is essentially juicing numbers without having the housing, the jobs, or the healthcare to support the levels that they're bringing in. But now these stories that talk about how the Liberals are, I think what they're doing is just foregoing quality and assessment, so that proper vetting process, for quantity, rubber stamping things, it seems. The fact that the Liberals have not disclosed, and they didn't disclose to this reporter, Marie Wolf at the Globe, what vetting criteria they use to just allow people with criminal records into the country, it's not going to instill confidence, is it? It's quite the opposite. So these are the sorts of things that I'm looking into as the Conservatives' immigration critic. I'm going to be continuing to hold the Liberals to account on this, but this is wildly crazy. The fact that the Liberals can't even come out and say like, oh, well, this was the situation, or this is what we thought about it, it really does raise a question, like, what are they hiding, right? And why would they allow 17,500 people that they knew were criminals into the country? That deserves an explanation. So, folks, those are the sorts of things that we are going to continue to push the Liberals on for answers, but also to say, like, look, immigration numbers need to be massively reduced. We know that. The Liberals have juiced immigration numbers without having the housing, healthcare, and jobs to support those numbers. So, please share this story, because I don't, it's the summer now. It's right after Canada Day weekend. These types of stories might not necessarily get the attention that they should be gotten over the last several days. So please share this video. Tell people, like, this is the level of ineptitude and craziness that the Liberals have been managing one of the most serious systems that we have in the country, the immigration system. They should be doing vetting, and certainly they should be answering questions about why they're allowing people with criminal backgrounds into the country. Working hard for you. Have a great day.